Good morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I'm going to tell you about my day today. I don't have a very good memory, so I wrote some notes down. I hope you don't mind, just so I don't forget anything. Claudine's out playing Ramoli tonight. She'll be home shortly. Anyway, Bill went to daycare today. He had a very nice lunch. He had a roast beef sandwich and some soup and whatnot. He had a good time. And he always has a good time when he's there, so that's good. I enjoy the fact that he's going and getting that done. Claudine took some plants out of the garden. We're trying to clean up for fall. So some of the plants stay over winter and some of the plants you replant every year. So we're getting the pots all cleared out and stored away and getting it all looking like it's going to be ready for winter. Hope it does. I hope it's not winter for a while, but anyway. Then Claudine and I, she had lots of potatoes in her garden. Unbelievable amount of potatoes. I should have not written notes out. I should have put words down. I've discovered this. Okay, so anyway, so we're keeping the perennials, and she pulled out the beets and the carrots and put them all nicely displayed. So we just want to let everybody know we're first-time gardeners, and if anybody needs any help with first-time gardening, I will show you our display of our carrots and beets. You will be amazed. So anyway, you just let us know if you need some help, okay? Now where else are we here? I love beets too. Oh, last night I cooked a great big pot of beets up and put them in the fridge. Just sliced them up and put them in the freezer. It's so nice. Claudia made pierogies for dinner. We really enjoy pierogies, so she made pierogies for dinner. And then her and I did a little bit of retail therapy. We went to Michael's, and then the dollar store. And I do not understand why anybody pays the prices at Michael's. I just don't understand it. Like, you can get near the same thing at the dollar store for, under $5. I don't get it. Anyway, we purchased nothing at Michael's. And, I shouldn't say that. What did Claudine get? She got some little... Oh, she got a candle. That's what she got, a candle. It was on sale for 40% off, so she got that. Anyway, then we went to the dollar store and we bought $56 worth of, and don't ask me what, because it was doodads. But it was all things for all these projects that I've got on the go. I've got 1 million projects on the go right now. I want to sit down and get them finished up, and I needed sort of one thing or two things from each one. So we went and got that today, so I felt good about that. And then, what else do we do? All the stuff all over my dining room table. Claudine phoned to see about a courtesy car, so when our Jeep is going to go in to get fixed. And the woman said, she's over her limit for courtesy cars right now. She's not sure when she'll have one. And Claudine said, well, you have to do something here. You have to get this car fixed. So anyway, it turns out that she has a rental policy on her warranty, so she'll be doing it that way, but she's getting a little choked with them. Anyway, we're also waiting for her doctor to call, so we'll see what happens with that. And then I just wanted to tell you something about my brother. We had some fun. We were talking about things that had happened to us, and one of the things that had happened to him, he was driving his car. He drove a Caravelle, and he went up to the shopping center. He parked his car and he went in and did some shopping, and he came out and he got into his car, opened the door, got in his car, and looked at the person who was sitting in the seat next to him, and he had no clue who she was. And I don't know which one of them screamed louder, but the two of them had a bit of a screaming fest. And it was sort of like Gary said, I scared the crap out of myself. So I chalked that up to reality and didn't think much more of it. A little while later, probably a couple years later, we went out to take some bottles to the bottle depot. And Gary already had loaded them into the front of the seat of the car. So I said, well, I'll sit in the back. So I was sitting behind his seat. We get to the bottle depot. He gets out of the car, gathers all the bottles, doesn't say to me, do you want to come in or do you want to help me hold these bottles or nothing. He just takes the bottles out. So I just waited in the car, and he comes and he gets back in and starts driving down the road. And I said, where are we going now? Well, he nearly leapt out of his skin. He completely forgot that I was in the car. Completely forgot. We killed ourselves laughing. Now, one that wasn't quite so funny, the last of my stories wasn't quite so funny. My mom, they were on a holiday, Mom, Dad, and Gary, And they were coming from the United States up to Canada, and when you cross the border, everybody in your vehicle must be awake. Well, anyway, they were in Bellingham, so there wasn't too far to get to the border. So Mom says, before we get there, I'd like to find a washroom. So Dad found a rest area, and they all went in and used the washroom. But Mom said, no. Gary said he needed, terrible storyteller. Gary said he needed to do the washroom. Dad woke Mom up and said, listen, we're nearly there. You want to go to the bathroom? And she said, no. I'll be home before I know it. So she stayed sleeping in the back seat of the car. Dad and Gary went to the bathroom. They came back out. They got into the car, and they drove to the border. Unfortunately, Mom had to go to the bathroom. While they were gone, she got out of the car, went to the bathroom, and they had left her there. It was a half an hour to the border and a half an hour back. It was midnight. She's sitting at a picnic table in a rest area. Very dangerous. Anyway, they came back. They found her. She was not seeing the humor in the story at the time. And she was furious, but we didn't worry about it too much. We just sort of said, oh, well, we'll get you back. Anyway, next time they were going to take a trip, Bill and I went over and we put a note on the steering wheel that says, have you forgotten anyone lately? We couldn't resist it. Anyway, that's my tale for today. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's very late at night. I just want to get this put up, and I want to go to bed. All right, we'll talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.